Andre.
Ryan. How are you, my man? You kicking it old school again with the t-shirt. I love to see those old cool threads. Old
Yep.
school threads. Yeah. A little tongue tied
So
there.
it's throwback week for my t-shirts.
I love
Throwing
that,
it
man.
throwing it back to the BSN days.
I wish you would have told me. I would have participated in Throwback Week.
I don't want other people to do things that I'm doing.
Ah, that is true.
That's what's problematic for you in that
Right.
situation.
That is true. So true.
So anyways, how did your picks go last night?
Phenomenal.
Yeah.
2-1.
Nice.
Jokic tried so hard to get me those assists. The Nuggets just didn't have it in the second half to get it there, and whatever. You got another 20-plus rebound game, Ryan. The consensus has never been more right, so I'm proud of us. And how'd you do, man?
Just a 1 and 2.
You hate
The
to see it.
hardest part is that Jokic did exactly what I said he was going to do and damn near gets 20 rebounds.
Yeah.
But he has another tough shooting night, and he wasn't able to carry enough points to clear the 42.5.
Oh, shit. I wasn't thinking about the 42 and that missed?
Yeah, he only hit 40. 22 points, 18 rebounds.
Oh, devastating. Devastating, Ryan. That's a shame.
Yes, very devastating.
Wow. I'm sorry to hear that. And okay. Well, it's time to get back on the horse again. I submitted my picks and didn't even realize it's a fade the Kraken night. So I kind of disagree with our headline here, Ryan. So
you don't think it's a bear slate?
I don't. I think it's a great slate. I think we're going early. You could even get some EPL bets in. I think this might just be a majestic day of betting early bowl games. A little Caleb Williams, fade the Ducks. Who doesn't like that, Ryan? Come on.
Yeah, not producing, but in the comments.
Dang!
I think that's a first.
That's a first. Yeah.
Nice
No,
to
like
see,
producer Kale was in the comments on the tailgate as he didn't produce the tailgate.
Right.
Happens at our shows, right? But you're saying again,
for
show history on bets for
Yes.
right? Oh, for Yaya, yeah, right. Good for
because
you,
we'll get Henrys and the occasional Alley and maybe Kale once in a while in the bets comments, but this is a first for Yaya. Okay, well, why don't you give us your big three and start with what he was talking about there.
El Perro, the lock of all locks. You love to see it. That, of course, is Alexander Barkov. For those of you who, it's been a while since we've been able to talk NHL, aren't in tune. He plays for the Florida Panthers. He's a phenom. And, live from Mexico, we give Spanish names. We've always given Spanish names to El Perro and El Gato. This is El Perro, which means Alexander Barkov, Florida Panthers, minus 140, over 2.5. That prop, 9-5 the last 14. And much like my Victor Hedman prop, all these NHL stars having to carry a little more of the load because there are absences all over the place. So I feel even better about this one. Then, Shorty get loose.
You have to bark, bro.
Oh, damn it. See, if Yaya was here, I would have remembered.
That was his comment. He said, gotta bark.
Oh, I didn't see that. I just saw the live from Mexico. Okay, so that's for El Perro, and that's
for... a consensus of the night, by the way.
That's consensus. So who let the dogs out, right? And much like who let the dogs out, Shorty get loose, blame it on the Vooch, Ryan, not Sasha Vucevic. You didn't know where I was going with that one.
The best part about that is those just aren't the lyrics. That makes me so happy. At no point in that song does it say "Shorty get loose, blame it on the goose." It just doesn't. It's not part of the song.
Well, it's the beauty of my comedy. I just mold things and take them through variation after variation until I can adapt them to anything sports related. Now, this is not Sasha Vucevic, self-nicknamed The Machine.
The Machine.
Oh, God. Few players have I hated more in my life than The Machine.
I believe that was Sasha Vujacic.
Oh, holy shit! It was he was married to a star or dating a star tennis player. She was a big deal.
Maria Sharapova,
Sharapova.
or
Okay.
was it Kornikova?
No, it wasn't Kornikova. I think it was Sharapova. So, anyways, Vooch, my guy, Nikola, another famous Nikola. So we love him. 7 of 10 on this prop. That's, so the over hitting 7 of the last 10. And get this, Ryan, scoring 24 plus in 5 of the last 6 meetings against the Hawks. So he has the Hawks number.
Love
And,
that for
Trae
us.
Young is one of the few healthy guys. So people still get up for the Hawks because they hate Trae Young. And then Scary Terry, the original Scary Terry, but one who does not take the nickname and use it wisely. But anyways, at plus 120, I'll take Terry Rozier over 3.5 assists at plus 140. He's gone over 4 assists in the last 3 games in this prop, hitting 7 of the last 10. Charlotte fairly healthy, taking on Indiana, and I think Terry and LaMelo, yes, not one Lonzo Bonzo LaMelo,
Right.
Yeah, they'll get things done. So
I just want to say I just saw the thumbnail and I take offense to the fact that Kale put a Laker on our thumbnail. That should never happen unless there's a Nugget like dunking on them.
there were no big names, so he went Lakers on us.
El Pero.
Lakers against Ja. I
El
know
Pero.
El Pero. I think he feels that El Pero doesn't move the needle as much on the YouTube feed as it does for us.
Fair enough. Anyone but LeBron or just a Laker in the future.
Did you see that clip of LeBron doing 3 consecutive no-look passes only for his teammates to miss what should have been an open dunk and brick 2 threes, leading to an open layup for the Houston Rockets on the
That's amazing.
Please find it. It's maybe the best thing you'll see on YouTube, on Twitter.
You have to imagine that he just watches Yoke play and is like, that's the guy I need on my team. I feel like everyone must think that. Like Curry last night has got to just be thinking like, oh my God, if I had him.
Right.
Yeah. Okay, let's move on to mine. I'll keep it short. I'll keep it sweet. It's all shot. Well, it's 2 shots on goal and a 3s prop. El Pero, that's the consensus of the night. We already know. Teammate here, Aaron Ekblad. We're going to say Aaron Ek good tonight. Over 2.5 shots on goal. It's minus 195 because he crashes this a lot. It's a barren slate. It's a survive and advance slate. A minus 195 prop that's going to win. It does not hurt on a night like tonight. So not the yak that we're often searching for, but maybe you'll like it on this one. Zach LaVine over 3.5 threes.
Wow.
They are going up against the Hawks. I'm correct on that, right?
Yep, that's right.
The Hawks love to get into a shootout.
So true.
And so I can see LaVine going off, maybe getting into a little duel with Trae Young tonight.
Very interesting. It seems like we'll be tuned into the same games with so many Florida Panthers and Chicago Bulls.
I will
involved,
be
Ryan. That's fun.
I'll be on a flight. There's maybe nothing worse than flying from Denver to the East Coast. Everything about it is terrible.
You lose 2 hours.
Exactly. It's like a 3.5, 4 hour flight, and you lose 2 hours. There's just no getting around that. That's the entire day or night whenever you're flying.
Only to enter a gloomy, dark tundra with humidity. It's like the air hates you out there, and then it's like
the air flips you off as you walk by.
Right. With a Brooklyn accent. Yeah, it's we could get into more analogies, but I don't want to overstress the point.
Yeah. So anyways, not looking forward to that. Not looking forward to that. But so I won't be seeing. Well, actually, I just remember. Oh no, I'm not on Southwest. I almost exclusively fly Southwest these days. That's like a level up that I've made in my life, and you can stream games on there.
Yeah, you gotta stream games. Soon they'll have DraftKings Sportsbook connected right into your little screen, so you can live bet while streaming games. That would be Southwest or any other airline, maybe the DNVR airline will start that.
There you go. Of course, if you have Wi-Fi on your flight, wait, I wonder, do you think that the DraftKings Sportsbook app can tell where you are in the country
I
as you're
know, like
flying in a plane? Like, you have to wait. You're like, ah, shit, we're in Nebraska. Gotta wait till we get to Kentucky or whatever.
if you're in the air, is it maritime law or is it merely federal laws that apply? And federally, have we legalized sports gambling? I haven't heard. I don't stay up to date on the federal
Do
government.
sports gambling laws go upwards in perpetuity?
Mm, right. Right. To the moon. I think maybe if the skies were truly friendly skies, then maybe we should pass a law that in the air, all sports gambling is allowed.
Man, I'm in on this.
Yeah.
This is great
Yeah.
stuff. I think that laws go up. I go to the moon. I think.
And to be clear, you are not going to the moon, but Virginia instead. Similar
Washington,
but different.
D.C., which might as well be the moon to me.
Dulles. You're landing in Dulles.
Nope. I believe I'm going to.
Okay,
What's the other one? Kennett? No, that's in.
I'm not. All I know is
Reagan.
Dulles.
Reagan.
Oh, wow. Phenomenal.
I knew it was a president.
I'm glad you're not going to Dulles because I find that very confusing. I wouldn't want you pulling a Home Alone and ending up in Dallas because you thought you were ending up in Dulles Airport.
I have a friend who wanted who bought a train ticket to Las Vegas. Like, we were all flying, and he tried to save some money by getting a train ticket to Las Vegas.
Yeah,
Ended up in Las Vegas, New Mexico.
Ooh,
Real story. Real story.
That's tough. Yeah, that's some corners you just don't want to cut. Also, Ryan, breaking news. LeBron no longer on our thumbnail. So congrats to you.
Thank you, Kale. You're much appreciated. Who's on there now?
I appreciate it. I believe it is Ja.
Oh, Ja himself.
Ja himself.
Could have gone for some Bonzo action, but I think Ja probably delivered
Bonzo's
more.
A tough one to find our copyright photos. Bonzo's gonna be a toughie.
That's fair. Okay. Anyways, DraftKings Sportsbook was why we were talking about the friendly skies. And you can go to the moon at DraftKings Sportsbook.
You can.
And this week you can bet 5 on any NFL team. Win 200 if you get it right.
Wow.
The book has already told us that upset season is over. If you just look at all of the spreads, they're saying, like, look, upset season's over. So there should be a lot of easy spreads in there for you this week. Go over to DraftKings Sportsbook, do that. Also use the code DNVR to get that deal and a sign-up bonus up to $1,000 when you use that code DNVR. Of course, you must be 21 or older. Colorado only. Bonus comprised of a first deposit bonus and first bet, each up to $500. A deposit bonus comprised of $20 played through, and restrictions to apply. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for details. And if you have a gambling problem, call 1-800-522-4700.
Gambling bonus and bonus and gambling problem got mixed up in your head, huh?
We're just not gonna tap into that at all. Anyways,
what a show!
What's our DOD? What is our DOD? Do we have a DOD?
Ryan, I would love to talk Bulls with you because tomorrow we got to dedicate most of the show to the NFL week that's coming up, right? So what if we got into the Bulls that you like best and any NFL futures left? I always love picking your brain on these NFL futures.
Okay. First of all,
so if you'll indulge me.
Let's be very clear.
Yeah.
Betting on bowl games is a bad idea.
Unless you're properly able to assess who is most committed to winning.
Yes, of course, it's the COS model that we developed, the chip on shoulder model.
That's a good one.
If there's a chip on their shoulder, you should bet on them. If there's not, stay far, far away.
So today, Oregon's head coach dipped on them. They play against Oklahoma. Guess what? Their head coach dipped on them.
Oh,
Who's got more of a chip on their shoulder?
That's a double chip game.
Double chip game.
We could have a good football match there.
Yeah, I think Oklahoma -7 is the play though.
I think Oregon +7 is the play.
Okay, there you go. What about these national semis? Cincy, Bama -13.5. I think this is very well set line.
This is my kind of shit.
Yeah.
These are the ones you can bet on. These aren't bowl games. These are semifinals.
Yes,
Um,
Ryan. Yes.
and let me tell you something. It's not fun. No one's gonna like this. Bama by 100. Bama by 100.
Bama by a hundo. So does that mean I'm bullish on the under 57 because a lot of NFL talent on both these defenses. And I think Desmond Ritter's just going to falter and not get enough points for Cincy. And,
57. I'm seeing like I said by 100. They probably won't quite get that many points.
I don't think Bama will light them up.
I'm thinking like 38-10.
There you go. Right. We clear the under by, I was thinking 30-14. We clear the under there as well.
I really want Cincinnati. I want nothing more than Cincinnati to go win that football game.
100%. We're not trying to be Luke Fickle here. We're all in.
Yeah. Right. I have no faith. I have none at all.
No, same.
Desmond Ridder. Well, let me just say he has the opportunity of a lifetime in this game.
Oh! I mean, of course.
He could go from fringe first rounder to top 5 pick overnight.
100%. I mean, short of Chad Kelly, any other Ryan Mallett never did it. Any other quarterback, the second they beat Bama, it's like to the moon.
Burrow,
Denzel, Burrow, Deshaun did it twice, and that was huge both times. Cam Newton comes onto the scene. Really, that was the game that totally was like, okay, he's for real.
Yeah.
So beat him. I mean, and those are the guys that beat Bama. Sort of like a Spencer Knight in a meaningless fiesta when they missed the playoffs. Do you like Bama minus 13.5 better than the first half spread of -7?
I love them both. I mean, I'm going to absolutely load the Brinks truck onto Bama in this game.
I feel you. Because like Georgia, Michigan, I could see Georgia starting off a little slow. We've seen that. And then, I compare these teams to like boa constrictors. So they're not going to hurt you. Right. They're not going to hurt you with that first bite. But it just gets harder and harder. And as that lead grows and those DBs can start keening on the ball, right. Now we're forcing turnovers and that shit is over. And now you're blowing.
Where does death by boa constrictor rank among the worst ways to die?
Oh,
gotta be top 5.
Yeah, it doesn't sound great.
I mean, unless that bite is enough to maybe put you in like a daze, like the venom kind of goes to your head, you start hallucinating. Right. You don't notice that you're slowly suffocating as your bones crack.
Right.
Would be, that would be something that would maybe
I mean, it's those slow ones that always get you. So boa constrictor, burned alive. As a child, I got nauseous in an old medieval town in Tuscany, a museum of torture, and they had like a chair of nails they would have you sit on and let you bleed out for days. That sounds miserable.
Where does that rank? Where does that stuff rank up against a bad beat? Pretty close.
I take a bad beat over the chair of nails for a week.
Okay. All right. Fair enough.
Georgia, Michigan, right?
Georgia, Michigan, under.
45 is somewhat insulting. And who do you like here? It's Visors versus khakis.
If I had to pick, I would go Georgia.
7.5. The hook doesn't scare you.
No, I legitimately think this is like a 13-3 game.
Oh man, that's my kind of football.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
actually, man, if we could just parlay in like a Georgia Bama rematch and just sticking to the money lines, maybe is like the safest bet you could make in all of college football this year.
So that's minus 167.
Yeah, that's not great.
But I would be willing to take Georgia money line and parlay that with Bama spread. That's plus 162.
Could we tease those spreads, Big Rye?
Of course we could. Yeah, you could
Okay, it's the
get 7
teaser
points off
tab.
both. So let's
Yeah,
go
I mean,
teaser.
we could tease Georgia the -1.5, Bama the -7.5 to -120. That feels right.
What's happening? Okay, 7-point teaser. That gets Did you say -0.5 point?
-1.5 and 7.5. It
So
came out to a 6-point teaser.
so I'd rather go for a 7-point teaser because then you get Bama within a touchdown in case there's just some weird shit that happens, which I really don't think it matters. But that's
And Georgia,
-140. What is Bama to win the title? Have you
that's a
seen
great
team
question.
futures? Here we go. Bama +120.
Plus
Lock it in.
120.
Lock it in.
Yeah, that's a great bet as well. Yep. Yeah, love that. And then you can go exact win results. So Alabama defeats Georgia +215. And that is the bet of the college football weekend.
There you go. Alabama defeats its exact result under team futures. Alabama defeats Georgia. Easy peasy. And honestly, if you're wrong on either side of that, you're kind of happy about it, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Like Michigan, Alabama, I like that. Obviously, Cincinnati and Georgia. Cincinnati wins that game. Like, sign me up. Cincinnati,
Crazy.
Michigan, game of the century.
Oh, man. All hail the Midwest if that happens. That'd be huge.
Exactly. By the way, I don't believe the SEC has pulled off a win in a bowl game yet. 0-4.
Well, because out there, the bowl games just matter less because everyone's playoff obsessed. You know, their model is it just means more.
Yeah.
But when it comes to bowl games, it means less because no one gives a shit. They're over it. They were all in on SEC play.
So fade the SEC except for in the championships.
I guess so, man. Team futures, NFL, will you indulge me?
I will. I love a little team future talk. We've got about 5 minutes here.
There you go. Conference winner. Who you feeling in the NFC and AFC?
I've said this for weeks now. I stand
Chiefs.
by it strongly. It's Chiefs, Bucks. That's as obvious to me as Bama, Georgia.
So the whole Packers 30 for 30 Chicago Bulls thing that I forget what it was called. Last Dance, you're over it, huh? They'll lose in the NFC Championship as they always do.
I actually think the Packers get bounced earlier than that.
Ooh. It's LaFleur just not getting it done.
Yeah, I just think I don't trust them.
And the Bills after last week, the Patriots,
the Bills
Bengals.
excite me. Like I'm excited for the Bills. Josh Allen, I think, had one of the best games I've ever seen by a quarterback.
He really did.
Really did. I don't know if the numbers bear themselves out. I've never seen a quarterback create more out of less than he did in that game. It was so freaking awesome to watch.
Yeah.
He just literally all their points, he just invented them out of thin air.
He's reached the point where he's struck the balance in knowing when to take what the defense gives him and when to just go make a play. And 4th and 1, 3rd and 10, he was just making plays.
The 4th and 1 bootleg where he sidesteps the two guys and they run into each other. Are you kidding me? I was drooling. I watched a package yesterday. It was like a season worth of highlights.
Yeah,
for any other quarterback.
Really was. That was incredible.
Okay,
Bengals plus 1400. Feel frisky.
Nope.
And then awards big Rye, a Raj at -175 for the MVP. It's done and dusted.
I'd rather go in on Jonathan Taylor.
Especially with Wentz out, he's kind of set up. He has it there to make some last noise.
Like if he carries them into the playoffs with back-to-back insane performances,
right?
Then I think he wins. Tom Brady, man, I don't know if they'll be able to get past that shutout. Got shut out.
He had it, and all his skill position players got hurt, and it's done.
Yeah,
sucks.
Yeah. Cooper Kupp, disrespectful being 7th on this list. He's literally going to have the most prolific season by a wide receiver ever. Well, not literally, but he has a very good chance.
He's going to be way up there. Now, offensive player of the year, him and JT neck and neck at -110. The book's kind of telling you voters are leaning Jonathan Taylor. So if I'm getting even value, why not just jump there?
I like
Even
your
though,
thought
again, I
process
mean,
there.
Cooper Kupp, like, come on.
Yeah.
Undeniable what he's done this season. Defensive player of the year, Micah Parsons has the shortest odds, tied with TJ Watt.
There you go.
That seems insane.
It does seem insane. That does seem insane. But like, who? I don't know. So Micah Parsons is then a lock for defensive rookie of the year.
Right. Yeah. I mean, it's Trevon Diggs, it's Myles Garrett, Nick
Trevon Diggs,
Bosa.
I feel like has a better case than Micah Parsons.
I would too. Matt Judon at plus 10,000, I thought was a really good. Right. I think Diggs would be more likely to get it than Parsons, just because Parsons is a rookie.
12 picks. Or is it
insane.
11? 11 picks.
Doesn't really.
It's crazy. Either way, what's the value on Diggs?
Plus 750.
Yeah, that's a sprinkle of the day. Sprinkle of the day right there.
Sprinkle of the day. Still decent value on coach of the year with Belichick plus 750, LaFleur plus 175, Frank Reich plus 300, with Zach Taylor, Vrabel, Sean McVay, Brian Flores, guys like that after.
I just want people to know that it's LaFleur, but you say it
of course
LaFleur. People
mix it up.
There's going to be people in the YouTube comments calling you an idiot. So
congrats.
And they would be right, but just not on this.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not about this.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. That's it. That's all. Done and dusted.
Done and done. I mean, you didn't give me a pick for coach of the year, but that's fine. You don't like this plus 750 Bill Belichick value? Frank Reich plus 300?
Give me Vic Fangio.
Oh, man. Do I even get odds for? I don't.
Damn. He must have just missed the list.
Just missed the list. All right, Ryan. We'll see you again tomorrow.
All right. Sounds good. Appreciate everyone for tuning in. Hit us with a thumbs up on your way out. We'll catch you later.